evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, students and colleagues, and welcome to Gold Awards 2025, and an extended welcome to those that are watching via our live link. I'd like to begin by taking this opportunity to give a big round of applause to our concert band, magnificently led by Mr. Gardner, and how wonderfully they played as we've come in. Big round of applause, please. So, a very warm, no pun intended, welcome to the Gold Awards 2025. My name's Andy Moforth, I'm one of the assistant head teachers here, and it's my absolute pleasure to be able to welcome you to our main annual awards event here at the Weald. On the stage I've got my colleagues Mr. Catt, Miss McInerney, who will help hand out the awards. We have our head teacher, Mrs. Edwards, and Mrs. Waters, Chair of Governors. I'm particularly pleased to welcome Lee Vaughan, our guest speaker today. Some of the Year 9s may recognise Lee from this morning. They had their Year 9 Speed Careers event, and I'm sure, like me, you're as excited to hear from Lee later on when he'll talk to us about his experiences and achievements, not only with the Met and the Sussex Police and the counter-terrorism units, but also his roles within the armed forces. So a big thank you to Lee for joining us this evening. So our Gold Awards are all about celebrating students' effort and subsequent outstanding achievements throughout this academic year. As a school, our ethos is all about opportunity and community, and to support the students to become the best versions of themselves. We really pride effort, and above everything else, look to instill resiliency in the students so that they always try. They're not afraid to make mistakes, and when they do, because we can acknowledge that these can happen, that they bounce back and grow from these as after they've made them. And it's our collective belief that anybody can achieve anything if they put that effort and time into things. So Gold Awards are awarded in many different categories. We have effort awards, achievement awards, subject-specific trophies, and this year we've got a new category where we've recognised those students who have achieved high attitude to learning across all of their tracking consistently throughout the year, which is a score of a 2, together with the multiple house points that they will have achieved as well. So prior to this celebration evening, teachers will have been nominating and recognising students for their efforts in all of their classes, and we've had over 750 different students within our community that have been nominated for an effort award. To then receive an effort gold award, what that will have meant is that students will have received multiple nominations across a range of subjects, and these are the students that we will see this evening receiving their awards. But all of the students that did gain a nomination from their teachers will receive a certificate in the coming weeks, because we know that we want to recognise the efforts that they've been putting in through the academic year. We've also got Achievement Gold Awards, and they've been nominated by subject leaders, and the trophies have also been nominated by the subject leaders and the senior leadership team. Other students this evening will receive Gold Awards based upon efforts in maybe sport or music or some of the other activities that we have here with at the Weald. But also there'll be some students that receive a Gold Awards for their contribution to their house, or maybe the wider community in general here at the Weald, maybe above and beyond what we would normally expect. There will be some students who will have received Gold Awards before that are sat here, and in some cases some students will receive more than one. However, for many, this will be their first experience of receiving a Gold Award here at the Weald, and we really hope that this evening continues to motivate and inspire them with greater effort and achievement through the coming years here at the Weald, or in their academic success or progress as they go into the wider world. So whilst this is the highlight of our year in terms of celebrating the students' successes, it certainly isn't the only way that we celebrate what the students have achieved throughout the year. So there are many other ways that we've done that, and we've actually got some things coming up over the next couple of weeks before we finish in the summer, including our sports day next week, and a week on Friday we have the final annual House Cup, which is where all of the houses get very competitive to win that at the end of the year. We've also got tracking awards, we hand out wellbeing postcards, working well postcards, we have house points, and we've got hundreds of thousands of house points that get given throughout the year. We have inter-house competitions, we've got an end of Key Stage 3 celebration, and many of our students have actually supported us in leading different events throughout the year. We did the sponsored walk. 1,200 students yesterday did our sponsored walk where we raised money for Classrooms for Kenya, and Radio Weald entertained us when we arrived back. We've got the student techs that do all of the whole school and live link assemblies. We do lower school tutoring. We do peer mentoring. And the Gold Awards itself, you'll see them at the back, are part of our magnificent student tech team that put all of this together. And I'd like to just say a big thank you to them for setting this all up for us this evening. All schools are about their students, but I'm sure you'll agree with me in that there's something extra special about the students that we have here, and that's what we are here to celebrate this evening. So I'd just like to invite Mrs. Waters, the Chair of Governors, to say a few words.
Good evening, students, parents and carers, staff, invited guests, and fellow governors. It's a real privilege to stand before you tonight as we come together to celebrate the dedication, hard work, and achievements of our students. As Chair of Governors, I am incredibly proud of our entire school community. If you follow the school on social media, you'll be familiar with the school's hashtag, Proud of the Weald. And I'd like to take this opportunity to share with you why I think we should all be proud of the Weald. Educating 1,800 students is no small task. In fact, it's a tremendous responsibility. In October, the school underwent its first Ofsted inspection in over a decade. I'm immensely proud that the school's hard work was recognised, and the sentence which I feel most accurately sums this up is, students leave school ready and equipped for a bright future ahead. That ultimately is our shared goal, to prepare every student for a successful and fulfilling life beyond school. Being proud of the Weald also means recognising the strength and vision of the school's leadership. Mrs. Edwards and her leadership team guide the school with clarity, compassion, and high expectations. This isn't just my opinion. In the recent staff survey, the school was described as a fantastic school where staff go above and beyond to support both students and each other. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the invaluable contribution of my fellow governors, and I know there are several of them here tonight. Each of them volunteers their time and expertise to ensure the school is continually improving and providing the best possible experience for its students. I'm extremely proud that so many families choose the Weald and would like to thank parents and carers for the support you provide, both for your children and for the school. In your survey responses, you told us how much you value the wide range of enrichment opportunities and the school's community focus. I have no doubt that you feel immense pride for your young adults, not just today at the Gold Awards, but every day. And finally, I am beyond proud of our students. You are the beating heart of this school. I'm incredibly proud of those here tonight who've achieved the very high bar of a Gold Award. But I'm also proud of all our other students who try hard every single day and take advantage of the many opportunities the school affords them. Students can be our harshest critics, but they can also be our strongest advocates. Through their surveys, they told us how much they value and appreciate the support they receive, both academically and pastorally. When asked what the school does best, many of them quoted the school's ethos of opportunity and community. And so I'd like to thank our staff, governors, students and parents for making that hashtag Proud of the Weald a lived experience. Each and every member of our school community plays an important role in ensuring that our students can take advantage of the very best opportunities available to them. Your support and engagement really does make a difference. I hope you enjoy the rest of this very special evening.
Thank you, Mrs. Waters. Please welcome our head teacher, Mrs. Edwards.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much for coming on this extremely warm evening. I think we might try and do it outdoors next year so that we're just not sitting in here melting. It's very odd for me giving a presentation like this because I can't actually see anybody apart from the front row of children. But that's the bright lights. I'm just assuming that there are some people there because I could hear you clapping. Right, my next job is, do I have the clicker please? Thank you very much, Mr. Moforth, is to just give you a little review of the year. I need to be back a bit because I can't see the slides here. So my slides, please, students, for the review of the year. Do we have that handy? Yes? We got that? I can't see anybody or hear anything. It's my usual privilege at this time, anyway, to go through all of the different things that we've done throughout the year and to give you a little visual of what's been happening. But I guess that's, I don't know, do we have that? Maybe we'll come back and do that in a moment. Shall we move on to the next bit then, Mr. Moforth? Because it looks like we don't have that, I'm not sure.
We can come back to it.
Shall we come back to it?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. We have had a rehearsal. It went beautifully. Right, there we go.
We will come back to that. I'll leave that with the student text. Okay, before we start handing out the awards, I just want to run through how this will all work. So what will happen is I will start with Year 7. I'm going to read out the names. The Year 7s will come up. They will collect their awards. Some of the students aren't able to attend this evening. They may be watching via the live link, so I will be reading out their names from there. There may be occasions as well where they might receive the wrong certificate. They've been told about this. There's no worries about that. We'll sort it at the end, so there's no problems. For students that are receiving a trophy, we just ask that you stay back at the end, because then we'll give you your keepsake that you will be able to take with you, and you give your trophy back in about a year's time. If I could just ask everybody to hold fire with the applause just until the final students have received their award, just because we won't be able to hear the names that come up, but also you're going to have some very sore hands by the end of the evening if we're clapping for every single student. There will be a photo opportunity when the students come across the stage. I'm going to move back, and the students will be at the front here for a group photo. Can we just please ask that no group photos are posted on social media, only those of your child. We will have a musical interlude from Rachel West from our Year 13 that we can look forward to. So what I'm going to do now is make a start. So if the Year 7s can get themselves ready, we will make a start with the proceedings. Okay. Is it working, guys? You need to give me some mic. Can you turn the mic on? Hello? There we go. We're in. Technology. Okay, Year 7s. Receiving a gold award. So Becky Abbott, contribution to Blackman House. Kai Corbin, sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Floridoni, effort award for drama, English, French, history, religious studies and technology. Anna Elvey, effort award for art, French, history, music, PE, religious studies and Spanish. Eliza Haining, sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Ethan Harrison Woodhouse, contributions to Seacole House. Teddy Holman, Achievement Award in PE. Oliver Jackson, Effort Award for Art, Drama, History, Religious Studies, Science and Technology. Jasmine John, Effort Award for Art, English, French, Geography, Music, Religious Studies and Technology, and contribution to Da Vinci House. Lena Karageorgopoulos, Effort Award for Art, Drama, English, Geography, History and Spanish. Kip Nugent, Effort Award for English, French, Geography, History, Music, Religious Studies, Science and Technology. Grace Payne, Effort Award for Art, Drama, French, German, Maths and PE. Scarlett Sanders, Effort Award for Art, Drama, French, Geography, Maths, Science and Technology. Aidan Schroeder, Effort Award for Drama, English, French, History, Maths, Music, Religious Studies and Science, and Contribution to Attenborough. Sophia Swan, Effort Award for Computing, French, Geography, History, PE and Spanish, and sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Charlie Van Leeuwen, Contributions to Attenborough House. Theo White, Contribution to Da Vinci House. Hugo Rapson, Contribution to Blackman House. Well done, Year. Well done, Year 7. Well done. Well done, Year 7. Well done, Year 7. Okay, Year 8, please take your way. Okay, Year 8, receiving a Gold Award 4. Claire Anthony, Achievement Award in History, Effort Award in English, German and History. Stanley Baker, Achievement Award in Religious Studies, Drama and English, Effort Award in Art, Computer Science, English, History, Religious Studies, Science and Technology. Esme Bellas, Effort Award in English, French, Geography, German, Music and Religious Studies. Rose Borisade, Contribution to Da Vinci House. Daisy Brand, an Extracurricular Award for Drama. B. Bircham, Achievement Award in French, an Effort Award in English, Geography and History. Cherry Bussey, an Achievement Award in Geography and an Effort Award in Drama, Religious Studies and Technology, and contributions to Seacole House. Laura Carroll, an Achievement Award in English and Effort Awards in Geography, Maths and Technology. Harry Charman, contribution to Blackman House. Isla Dixon, contribution to Da Vinci House. Ethan Emre, an Achievement Award in PE. George Evans, contribution to Seacole House. Alfie Fuller, Achievement in Science and Effort Awards in History, Maths and Technology. Jessica Green, contribution to Attenborough House. Lily Haddon, an Achievement Award in Music. Samuel Haddon, Effort Awards in French, Maths, Music, Science and Technology. Chloe Harrison Woodhouse, an Achievement Award in German and Effort Awards in German and Religious Studies. Taya Holstart, sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2 and contribution to Blackman House. Harriet Jordan, an Achievement Award in PE. Elodie Keeney. Hunter, you can make that now. Elodie Keeney, Achievement Awards in Religious Studies, Science and Spanish, and Effort Awards in English, Geography, History, Maths, Music, Religious Studies, Science and Technology. Neve Lawton, Effort in Computing, History, Music, Religious Studies and Technology. Flo Layton, an Achievement Award in History, and Effort Awards in History and Music. Martha Lewis, Achievement Award in Music. Conor McCraig, Effort Awards in Art, History, Music, Religious Studies and Science. James McNamara, contribution to Attenborough House. Jordan Newsom-Penny, Effort Award in Computing, English, Maths, Music, Religious Studies. Ryan Nichols, Effort Award, Art, English, Geography, Maths, Music and Science. Harry Osgood, Effort Award, Drama, English, Music, Religious Studies and Science. Hunter Peach, an Achievement Award in Art. Ivana Pieko, Effort in Computing, English, History, Music, Religious Studies and Science. Aisling Quinn, Extracurricular Award in PE. Alex Ritchie, Achievement in German. Ava Saint, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Chloe Sexton, Achievement Awards in Drama, Maths and French, and Effort Awards in French, German, Maths and Science. Abby Simpson, sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Ellie Steele, Effort Awards in Computer Science, English, Geography, German, Music, Religious Studies and Science. Holly Titmus, Achievement Awards in Computing, Maths, Effort Awards in English, Music and Religious Studies. Maddie Twaddle, Effort Awards in Art, English, History, Maths, Music and Religious Studies. Felix Westbrook, Extracurricular Award for Drama. Sienna Badger, the Key Stage 3 Stafford Trophy, Outstanding Achievement in Key Stage 3 English, Achievement Awards in Spanish and Geography, and Effort Award in Computing, Geography, Maths, PE, Religious Studies and Science. And Jessie Wan, the Griffin Cup for Effort in Technical Studies, Outstanding Effort in Key Stage 3 Technology, Achievement Awards in Art and Computing, and Effort Awards in Art, Computing, English, Geography and Technology. Ivana, you might have missed it, but Ivana, let me come back, hold on. So Ivana, effort in computing, English, history, music, religious studies and science. Well done. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll move on to Year 9s in a second. It's gone the way. Okay, Year 9s when you're ready. So, Year 9s receiving gold awards. Jessica Ackroyd, contribution to Attenborough House. Faith Bellis, Effort Awards for Geography, History, Maths, Music, Religious Studies and Science. Isla Cargill, contribution to Blackman House and Effort Awards in Design Technology, English Language, Games and Science. Billy Casagrande, Effort Awards in English Language, Maths, Music Technology and Religious Studies. William Castle, Effort Awards in Business Studies, English Language and English Literature, Geography, German, History and Religious Studies. Emma Chapman, Effort Awards in Creative iMedia, English Language, Religious Studies and Spanish. John Clark, contribution to Seacole House. Rhys Cracknell, Effort in Creative iMedia, English Language, Maths and Religious Studies. Jessica Dempster, Effort in Ceramics, Food, Preparation and Nutrition, Games and Maths. Rupert Edwards, contribution to Da Vinci House. Emily Fairs, Effort Awards in Art, English Language, History, Religious Studies and Science. Ella Green, Effort Awards in Business Studies, Computer Science, English Literature, French, History and Religious Studies. Chloe Harper, contribution to Seacole House. Jess Lyle, Sustained Effort and Achievement and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Alistair Lovett, contribution to Blackman House. Sophie Muir, effort awards in drama, English literature, English language, French, German, maths and religious studies. Alyssa Mould, effort awards in art, creative eye media, English literature, history, maths, religious studies and science. Macy Orris, contribution to Da Vinci. Dylan Pearce, effort awards in business studies, computer science, English language, maths, religious studies and science. Isabel Ramplin, sustained effort and achievement and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Layla Wellbeloved, effort awards, English literature, maths, PE and science. Daniel Winder, effort awards in English language, geography, history, maths and religious studies. Ava Whitney, effort in English language, English literature, geography and textiles. And Sophia Yurchenko, contribution to Attenborough House. Okay. Okay. I believe the student techs have got the slides ready, so I now am going to hand over to Mrs. Edwards.
Brilliant. Perfect. Thank you very much indeed. I think they're just coming. There we go. Okay, perfect. So yes, this is my opportunity to just celebrate some of the brilliant things that have gone on across the Weald community over the last, nearly a full academic year. We've just got a few more days to go, of course. But it's such a great opportunity to do that and to share all of this with you. And as Mrs. Waters said already, it's great to see that our ethos of opportunity and community really is live every single day. And I'm just going to share a few of those moments with you now. So, we have so much to celebrate this evening, and as we've said already, our ethos is really very much at the heart of what we believe is what every child deserves, so opportunity and community. So we started off back in September with our newest recruits, welcoming them to the family breakfast. There they were on their very first day at school as they're part of their journey through. And then this was also us welcoming our sixth formers, and I love the fact that they also, in fact, look like they're behaving younger than the 11-year-olds, but having a great time doing team building in September to really get to know one another in our new and much bigger sixth form than before as well. So great to see that community thriving. As always, we had some great success last autumn with our Green Power car team. They do brilliantly every year. This year was no exception. And they were running, in fact, 3 cars this time, which was just superb. So such a strong club. We really are very grateful to our parent helpers who make this happen for us. We then had a couple of events where we mark national events, and we shadow those within school. The first one was Mental Health Day and raising money and awareness for young minds with the Hello Yellow campaign. Very swiftly followed by Show Racism the Red Card. And we very much embrace those sorts of opportunities to show how important those issues are to us here at the school and within our community. Equally important is Remembrance Day for us here at the school. We always have students go up to the memorial in Billingshurst with a wreath on the Remembrance Day. And we always are very delighted to see the number of students who proudly wear their own uniforms, either for Scouts or any other similar groups that they belong to. And we know that that serves them so well. We then had our first Enrichment Day towards the end of November. Lots and lots of theatre trips, amongst other things. And then, of course, just before Christmas, theatre came to the Weald when we had our own production of Great Expectations. It was absolutely superb and wonderful to see so many students involved with it. We then had one of our many visiting authors, poets and playwrights come to see us back in the autumn term as well. And this is really a hugely important part of trying to encourage wider reading, as we know that that makes such a difference to young people's lives. And then, of course, never forget the fun. And there was Mercury House there having their annual reindeer run. I think we've just seen Billy. Yes, there you are, dressed as a reindeer. Very impressive, Billy. And was always raising money for the local charity, which is such a valuable cause. We then had, I'm so delighted that every year we run a competition for Christmas cards, and we always get a strong selection of students who participate in that, and here are our winners for this year. So then, still in the autumn term, we're not quite done yet. We've got our very last day where we have the Sixth Form Spectacular, where essentially what happens is teachers dress up and do all sorts of silly things, apparently in the name for entertainment of the young people. Fortunately, everyone has 2 weeks to forget about it over the Christmas break. We then come back in the spring and we get underway quite seriously with some sporting events. One of our most successful teams this year has been our gymnastics team. Both our under-14s and our under-19s won their regional event for the team events. They had some great individual performances too. Seems to be dropping lower and lower. That poor old microphone's getting tired. But some great individual events as well, but just such a fantastic achievement for the teams to have won, and really what we're all about here at Team Weald. We then had the first of what seems like many endless D.A.V. practices, training, expeditions, all sorts of things. But such a huge part of what we do here. We offer the bronze and silver awards and are so proud of how many of our students participate in that, and not just take part in it, but also complete it. Not just the expedition, but also the volunteering and skills and so on. We also then had we celebrated National Careers Week. We run our own careers fair here in the sports hall, and every year we have more and more providers coming to join us, whether that's colleges, universities or employers, and just providing the very best early careers information for our young people that we possibly can. Then Enrichment Day 2, and you can see a range of activities there, some sporting and some also careers related, some also just really good life skills like first aid. So all of those things are part of our very important enrichment curriculum. Then another opportunity for teachers to look silly. This is World Book Day, and the English department and some others dress up as literary characters, which is always great fun. And then we're delighted to see back again this year our community party, our community tea party. And we did this at Easter just as an opportunity to get the elderly members of our community together and to really feel like it is absolutely part of the whole Weald family. We almost finished the spring term then. There we are. This was our last bit with our fantastic gym and dance display over 2 evenings. Just extraordinary talents of the many, many hundreds of young people here at the Weald who took part in this activity. Just fantastic to see them performing. And then the very last thing, as they jetted off, well, they didn't jet off actually, that sounds like it's more glamorous than it was. It's actually a really, really long coach journey. But anyway, they had a fantastic time skiing when they finally got there for just over a week in Austria. And as you can see, some fantastic weather, some great snow, and brilliant fun all round. That took us then into the summer term, and there we are, there's D.A.V. yet again, practicing or doing expeditions, whatever they do, but again, such a big part of our community. And then here we are, dressing up again, but this time it's students. This was our Year 13's last day, and I always love the fact that, again, the sixth formers seem to like to dress up as the youngest and play at being the youngest. I'm not sure if we can see that on here, but actually they were playing around with inflatables as well on the day, but great fun. Also, the following week, we had our Year 11 leavers party as well, where they have made a real celebration now of getting their shirts all signed, and some of them so beautifully decorated. A really lovely memento for them to keep at the end of their Year 11 journey and through GCSEs, followed up by a fantastic assembly. And then into our a slightly more cultured event, we had our art and ceramics, photography and textiles exhibition, which was absolutely extraordinary, as it always is. And I must thank our art colleagues for supporting our students to create the most extraordinary works of art, something to really keep and to treasure. So well done to all of them. Then we were on to, yet again, it feels like we were round to the next cycle and getting ready to welcome our newest recruits once again, the youngest members of Team Weald, as they joined us for the summer term at the end of June for their induction day. And there they are, they're having great fun for the day there. Most of them saying that they want to come back the next day, they don't want to go back to primary school anymore. Part of that day was an opportunity for them to have a presentation from Action Your Potential, who's a company that we've worked with for a little while now, really helping students to understand their brain and setting them off from the very earliest age that we can, so that they look after their own mental health and well-being, whilst also making the best of what they have and working hard. So then some more celebrations, and here we are with our Year 11 prom. We always have some magnificent entrances with cars and tractors and so on, but this, I think, was a first. We had a young lady arrive, this is Emily, arriving on her horse, in heels, I would like to add. Just extraordinary watching her do that. It really was a brilliant event. And there's a few photos as well of our Year 13 graduation dinner, also on the same evening. So 2 wonderful events on the same evening there, just where we say farewell to our treasured students. So then, as you know from last week, we had our alternative curriculum enrichment week. These are some of the activities that were going on in school. We've chosen not to share with you a photo there of students completely painted in green. I'm pleased to say they were doing theatre production there, and they're sort of getting dressed up as Shrek. Fortunately, it did come off the next day, but all sorts of activities going on. And of course, I think what the Weald is fairly legendary for now are our trips abroad during ACE Week. There you can see there our Opal Coast trip on the left. You can also see students in Barcelona, our Ardèche trip, our water sports trip there, our brand new trip for sixth form to Naples, and all sorts of activities going on there. So they had an absolutely brilliant time. I hope you were able to see some of that on our Instagram Weald Trips page too. So then we had yesterday's sponsored walk, and of course this is all about having fun as a community, but also about raising as much money as we possibly can for our school, our very own school charity, Classrooms for Kenya, which will be celebrating its 20th anniversary next year. So do look out for some really big celebrations on that this time next year. But actually this time in a week, our young people and their staff accompanying them will have left the country. They will be travelling down to Kenya, ready to go for this year's trip, where they will be building classrooms, and it's such an iconic part, I think, of what our school is about. So, as we've said, 2 more things still to come, Sports Day and our House Cup Assembly. So 2 more celebrations still to play for, but that's really what we've seen so far. But really just want to underline how enrichment is how we really achieve our values of opportunity and community every single day here at the Weald. We have had this year 70 school trips, 17 of those are residential and 8 of them overseas. We've had 17 Enrichment Day trips taken out, 5 packed days in ACE Week, 5,932 students taking part in trips. Now, we only have 1,800, but what that means is several of them took part in several trips. Every single year group involved in that, and I'd like to thank all of our staff for their tremendous encouragement for how they achieve that, but also parents for your support and your encouragement as well. Thank you very much for what's been another exceptional year.
Thank you, Mrs. Edwards. So now we've got Rachel West, who will be playing accompanied by Mr. Gardner, and she'll be playing America from West Side Story by Leonard Bernstein. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Rachel, and what a great musical West Side Story is. Okay, we're going to continue. So if I'll ask Year 10s to make their way over, and we will carry on with the next set of awards. Year 10s receiving a Gold Award. Robin Andrews, sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Freya Capodeo, sustained effort and engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Will Cutler, an Achievement Award in Computer Science. Bodie Drain, contribution to Da Vinci House. Alfie Fershman, contribution to Blackman House. Pip Haley, extracurricular award for drama. Dylan Harrison, Achievement Award in Computer Science. Izzy Haynes-Weller, contribution to Attenborough House and effort awards in English, Literature, Games, Media Studies and Science. Thomas Heisman, effort awards in Art, Biology, English Literature and Maths. Abe Jagan, Achievement Award in Religious Studies and effort awards in Biology, English Literature, Geography, PE, Religious Studies and Business Studies. Ryan Landy Lester, contribution to Seacole House. George Mann, contribution to Attenborough House. Kasper Martysowski, Achievement Awards for Religious Studies and effort awards in Computer Science, English Literature, French, German, History and Physics. Charlie McGeorge, effort awards in English Literature, Music and Religious Studies. Jessie Nelson, effort awards in English Literature, Games, PE and Science. Alex Nicholson, effort awards in Chemistry, English Literature, History, Religious Studies. Dudley Piggott, effort awards in Business Studies, Geography, Religious Studies and Science. Nuala Bell Povey, effort awards in Drama, English Literature, German, History and Religious Studies. Lily Smith, contribution to Da Vinci House. Hebe Taylor, contribution to Blackman House. Jessie Wan, effort awards in Biology, Computer Science, Creative Eye Media, Design Technology, English Literature, Maths, Physics and Religious Studies. Lyra Woodwork, effort awards in English Literature, Food Preparation and Nutrition, German, History, Maths, Physics and Religious Studies. Okay, I'd like to invite Year 11 now, please. They're just there, sorry. Oh, sorry. So, Year 11's receiving a Gold Award. Hannah Ager, Achievement Award in Science and Effort Awards in Creative Eye Media, Food Preparation and Nutrition, French and Science. Hannah's also been recognised for the outstanding behaviour she's shown over the last 5 years. She's not received any behaviour points throughout her time at the Weald. Lily Allison, Effort Award in Business Studies, History, Maths and Music. Olivia Barter, Achievement Award in Health and Social Care. Ava Beaumont, Achievement Award in Travel and Tourism. Finney Bowden, contribution to Da Vinci House. Bradley Carpenter, Achievement Award in Music. Stella Chapman, Achievement Award in PE, Biology, Chemistry and German, Effort Awards in Biology, Chemistry, English Language, German, PE and Physics, and contribution to Blackman House. And Stella has also been recognised for her outstanding behaviour, having not received a behaviour point in the 5 years of her time here at the Weald. Jemima Day, Achievement Awards in Art, PE and Spanish, and Effort Awards in English Language, History, Maths, Science and Spanish. Ivan Earle, Achievement Award in Art. Owen Ellett, Contribution to Blackman House. Lucas Fernandez-Joyce, Achievement Awards in Biology, Chemistry and Physics. Robson Gom, Achievement Awards in Maths and Physics, Effort Awards in Biology, English Literature, French and Maths. Brooke Harper, Contribution to Da Vinci House. Neve Heather, Achievement Awards in Ceramics and Drama and Contribution to Seacoal House. Sophia Hellier, Achievement Award in Business Studies. Bethany Holmes, Achievement Award in Geography. Erin James, Achievement Award in German. Jasmine Johnson-Jones, Extracurricular Award in PE, and Amelia Karolowski, Contribution to Attenborough House. Florrie Kent, Achievement Award in French. Mia Lewis-Enright, Achievement Award in Health and Social Care. Sophie Marzouk, Achievement Award in Science. Holly May, Achievement Award in Drama, English Language, Music and Music Technology, Maths and Music Technology. Greta Mitchell, Achievement Award in English Literature. Thea Mitchell, Achievement Award in English Literature. Charlotte Moore, Effort Awards in English Literature, Health and Social Care, Maths and Science. Charlotte has also been recognised for her outstanding behaviour. She hasn't also received a behaviour point in the 5 years of her time at the Weald. Saskia Neese, Achievement Awards in History and Business Studies and Effort Awards in Business Studies, English Literature, History and PE. Saskia also has been recognised. She hasn't received a behaviour point in the last 5 years that she's been at the Weald. Isabella Nicholson, Achievement Award in Music and Extracurricular Award for Drama. As Isabella too has been recognised for her outstanding behaviour. She's shown in the last 5 years no behaviour point received at her time here at the Weald. Robbie Norris-Jones, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year. And Sophie O'Doherty, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year, average ATL of 2. Charlie O'Mara, Extracurricular Award in PE. Isabel Oram, Achievement Award in French and Effort Awards in Creative iMedia, English Language, Maths and Textiles. Daisy Osborne, Achievement Award in Media Studies and Science. Flo Owen, Achievement Award in Ceramics. Phoebe Page, Effort Awards in Design Technology, English Language, Maths and Science. Jasmine Pierce, Achievement Award in Spanish. Dylan Peck, Achievement Awards in Media Studies. Alfie Preston, Effort Award in Business Studies, Design Technology, English Language, English Literature, and Food and Nutrition. Angus Rolland, Achievement Award in History. Brandon Sleep, Achievement Award in Travel and Tourism. Leah Spencer, Achievement Award in English Language, Geography and Drama. Maya Stell, Achievement Award in English Language. Holly Taylor, Contribution to Seacoal House. James Thomas, Achievement Award in Maths and Effort Awards in English Language, Games, History, PE and Physics. Annabelle Turland, Achievement Award in Textiles. Robin Twaddle, Achievement Award in Textiles. Emily Whitson, Contribution to Attenborough. So receiving Gold Award trophies this year, Max Middleton, the Griffin Trophy for Engineering. Violet Nicholas, the Key Stage 4 Stafford Trophy for Outstanding Achievement in English. Abby Rhodes, the Paul James Trophy for Improvement in Mathematics. Benjamin Simpson, Award for Computer Science for consistently demonstrating computational thinking and applying these methods in Key Stage 4. And Josh Wilson, the Tony Herbert Trophy for Vocational Work-Related Learning. Okay, moving on to Year 12s. I'll ask Year 12s to make their way forward, please. So, Year 12's receiving a gold award. Tilly Bolingbroke, Effort Award in Criminology and Sociology. Elliot Costa, Effort Award in English Literature and Geography. Jasmine Deeth, Effort Award in Media Studies and Psychology. Poppy Durkin, Effort Award in Biology and Chemistry. Rafe Gowers, Effort Award in Chemistry and Maths. Ellie Heineman, Effort Award in German and Maths. Amy Jagan, Contribution to Sixth Form. Harry Johnston, Achievement Award in Computing and Creative iMedia and Contribution to Sixth Form. Ollie Leahy, Extracurricular Award for Drama and Effort Awards in Film Studies and Theatre Studies. Francesca Lovell, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Oscar Pullen, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all of the subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Lily Ramplin, Effort Awards in Business Studies, Geography and Photography. Lizzie Roberts, Effort Award in History and Psychology. Lucy Robinson, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Sophie Rosser, Effort Award in Core Maths, Health and Social Care and Photography. Axel Sanders, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year, average ATL of 2. Pippa Sheasby, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year, average ATL of 2. Rebecca Shepherd, Effort Award in English Language and Psychology. Alexa Spicer, Effort Awards in Biology, Maths and PE. Imogen Stewart, Effort Awards in History, Maths and PE. Thomas Stannard, Effort Award in Geography and Physics. Eva Wellbeloved, Effort Award in Biology and English Literature. Amy Wright, Extracurricular Award for Drama. And receiving a Gold Award trophy in Year 12, Paul Brown, the Bushen Cup for Excellence in the Performing Arts Behind the Scenes Support. And Tia Beish, the Effort Award in Business and Criminology. Okay, moving on to the final year group, Year 13s. I'll ask you to come forward, please. So, Year 13's receiving a Gold Award. Jemima Sky-Shannon, Achievement Award in Drama and Effort Award in BTEC Psychology and Theatre Studies. Amy Clifford, Effort Awards in Business Studies and Psychology. Fen Collinson, Achievement Award in Spanish. Ella Costello, Achievement Award in Textiles. Nina Corrado, Effort Award in English, Literature and Sociology. Elizabeth Davies, Effort Award in Business Studies and Religious Studies. Molly Dempster, Effort Award in Criminology, History and Psychology. Oscar Ferris, Achievement Award in Sociology. Olivia French, Achievement Award in Physics and Effort Awards in Biology and Further Maths. Jennifer Cope, Achievement Award in History and Geography and Effort Awards in English Literature, Geography and History. Mia Hell, Achievement Award in Travel and Tourism. Scout Hargis, Achievement Award in English Language and Media Studies and Effort Awards in English Language, History and Media Studies. Ethan James Nile, Sustained Effort and Achievement and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Max Johnson, Sustained Effort and Achievement across all subjects with an average ATL of 2. Adam Jones, Achievement Award in PE and Economics and an Extracurricular Award for PE. Becky Jones, Effort Awards in Biology and Photography. Lily O'Keefe, Effort Awards in Criminology and PE BTEC. Katie Oliver, Achievement Award in Health and Social Care and Effort Award in Core Maths and Health and Social Care. Mimi Pugh, Achievement Award in Ceramics. Chloe Short, Achievement Award in Psychology. Liam Spackman, Achievement Award in Business Studies. Annabelle Tomlinson, Achievement Award in Biology and Effort Awards in Maths and Physics and Contribution to the Sixth Form. Emily Wellbeloved, Effort Awards in Art and PE BTEC. So receiving Gold Award trophies in Year 13. Samuel Ager, the Great Wood Trophy for Technical Excellence and Technical Subject Key Stage 5. James Cordy, the Mathematics Cup for Outstanding Achievement in Maths and an Achievement Award in Maths. Quinn Corrigan, a special award here, Student Leadership Platinum Award for his work behind the scenes with the Student Tech team. Adelaide Gooder, the Humanities Cup for Outstanding Achievement in Humanities, an Achievement Award in Religious Studies and Effort Awards in Maths and Religious Studies. Benjamin Graham, the Lions Trophy for Outstanding Achievement in Key Stage 5 Computer Science, Sustained Effort and Engagement across all subjects throughout the year with an average ATL of 2. Lucy Knight, the Sarah Hooper Trophy for Endeavour. Phoebe Light, the Renton Trophy for Outstanding Achievement in PE and Effort Awards in Business Studies and PE. Michelle Mainstone, the Sammy Sillett Shield for Inclusion, demonstrating outstanding commitment to the community, working to break down barriers and promote inclusion. And Michelle shares this award with Eva Oladimeji, the Sammy Sillett Inclusion Trophy for demonstrating outstanding commitment to the community, and Eva also has a contribution to the Sixth Form. Bella Millwood, the Student Leadership Award. Connie Rees, the Kim Hope Trophy for Outstanding Achievement in Drama and Effort Awards in Psychology and Theatre Studies. Megan Smale, the Goethe Trophy for Outstanding Achievement in Science and Effort Awards in Biology and Psychology. Grace Walker, the McMara Award for Outstanding Achievement in Geography and an Achievement Award in Art and Effort Awards in Art and Geography. Rachel West, the Lion Les Took Trophy for Musicianship and an Achievement Award in English Literature and Music and Effort Awards in Biology and English Literature. And it now gives me great pleasure to thank our lead prefects in Year 13. So Bianca Chamberlain, one of our lead prefects. We've got Max Enticott, who also won the Languages Cup for Outstanding Achievement in Languages. He was head prefect, an Achievement Award in German and Effort Awards in German and History. Will Heather, part of the lead prefect team, but also won the Lions Club Trophy for services to the community. Troy Norchi, lead prefect and an Achievement Award in Chemistry. And Evie Shaw, our other head prefect. Okay. Is it on? Yes. Okay, thank you, everybody. A massive well done to all of the students that have received awards this evening. So we can give one big final round of applause to all of the students that have won. And it now gives me great pleasure to hand over to Lee Bourne.
Thank you. Who's hot? Yeah. I won't put my hand up too much, because if I do, you'll see how hot I really am. So, ladies and gentlemen, proud parents, and most importantly, your incredible students, it's an absolute honour to stand before you today as your guest speaker for this year's awards ceremony. I'm deeply humbled to be part of an event that recognises the hard work, dedication, and achievements of your students. First and foremost, congratulations to all of you that have received Gold Awards. Your effort and accomplishments are truly commendable. You've shown that with determination and perseverance, great things can be achieved. So I've been asked here today to talk about me and my career journey from when I was at school through to where I am now. So you are effectively going to hear my CV over the next 10 minutes. So if there are any potential employees in the audience, you like what they hear, I'm available. And if you don't like what you hear, you can blame Mr. Moforth, who told me what he wanted me to say. So I think there's a slide gone up. So yep, I can see it in front of me here. So there's a few photographs. It's not a slideshow, unfortunately. It is just a few photographs to give you a flavour of the kind of things that I've done over the years since I left school. I'm old enough to predate mobile phones and smartphones, so there would have been a lot more photographs than this, but most of them are in photo albums, and I didn't think that you'd want to see those, so I haven't brought them to hand them around. So, when I was your age, I had clear goals in mind, and that was joining the army. I was focused, driven, and set my objectives early in life. I knew where I wanted to go, and I worked out what I needed to do to get there. The journey taught me my first lesson in life, the importance of setting goals and striving to achieve them. So a week before my 16th birthday, I left home and started my forces career at the Army Apprentices College in Harrogate, where I was going to do a 2.5-year apprenticeship to become a telecommunications operator special, in brackets off, not that special. But basically what that meant was they were going to train me to intercept enemy communications. So day one, when I arrived, I got issued all my uniform, and then we had to do the military language aptitude test. If you did really well in the test, they sent you off and you learned Arabic for 2.5 years. If you were second tier, but not the best, they sent you off and you learned Russian for 2.5 years. And if they decided you had no language aptitude at all, they taught you high-speed Morse code, because people used to use it in those days. They don't use it anymore. So I won't embarrass myself by saying how well I did in that exam, but I don't speak Russian, I don't speak Arabic. But I can, believe it or not, take Morse code in any language in the world because it's universal. So who knows, maybe my French and Spanish teachers might still be proud of me if they was to see me today. Okay, so during my 11-year career in the Army, I was promoted. I played sport, where I was a member of the regimental rugby team, the regimental ski team, and even the regimental sailing team, believe it or not, and I can't sail, but it was a good few weeks away each year. I deployed on 2 tours of Northern Ireland, where I was shot at, and where I was lucky to escape injury when the base where I was staying at that time got mortared. I deployed on Operation Desert Storm, which is the first Gulf War in 1991, where I lived in the desert for a couple of months, and on our push from Iraq into Kuwait, we captured prisoners of war, we captured enemy weapons and ammunition, and believe it or not, we even captured a tank. I lived in Germany and Cyprus, I deployed to Gibraltar on operations, I skied in France and Austria, I sailed around the Baltic, and I trekked in Sardinia for a month. But goals and ambitions change. I thought the army was my career forever, but I reached the point when I wanted something slightly different. A new challenge and a new career. So that was my second revelation in life. What you think you'll be doing forever isn't always the case. Things can change, but change can be awesome. So I transitioned to a career in the police force. I joined Sussex Police at Crawley initially, where I went from driving fast cars on a response team to working within the community as a beat officer, to some plainclothes, proactive work, and then into CID. And in 2001, I applied for the force surveillance team. It was a really elite team at the time, really difficult to get onto, even onto the selection course to do it, and I worked really hard to do it. And I arrived at the course, and I was really confident in my own ability that I was going to pass that course and I was going to smash it. But unfortunately, I was a little bit over-ambitious, and it wasn't for me, and I didn't make the grade, and I didn't get on the team. I was devastated, embarrassed, and wondered where my career would go from here. But sometimes disappointment brings opportunity, new goals, new objectives, and exciting possibilities. So I looked outside of county policing towards the bright lights of the city, and I joined the Metropolitan Police. I was first deployed on a murder or homicide team in South London and performed many roles on that team, from suspect interviews to exhibits officer. But I think my proudest role was as a family liaison officer, because what that role did, it meant that I was a conduit between the investigation teams and the bereaved family, and it was a real honour to be part of people's lives at that time. I fed in information, gave them guidance, but also as a detective, I fed that information that I got from the family back into the investigation. And then I moved to SO13, or the anti-terrorist branch. So the anti-terrorist branch at that time had a motto. They had a lovely crest and everything, but they had a motto, and it was short on sleep, long on memory, because they were renowned for working long hours. They'd work until the job got done, but it's something that I really was excited to be part of. But that short on sleep really got brought into sharp definition on my first day, which was the 5th of July 2005, when 4 suicide bombers detonated bombs on the London Tube. I set off to work that day to a new job, wondering what the day was going to bring and the days after that. So I think I set off on the Monday, and I eventually got home again about a month and a half later, and my partner at the time said, "What the heck? You said that you were going to be working long hours, but I never expected it to be that bad." So my career in terrorism was probably the highlight of my police career. SO15 was like a force within a force. The diversity of roles was staggering. I started on a major investigation team where we investigated all the big terrorist plots, from 7th of July through to the airline plot, through to Tiger bomb at Haymarket in London, to the Giraffe Cafe in Exeter, and many, many others. And then I moved on to a covert team called the Debrief Team, and it was during this time that I got to work with external partners such as MI5, MI6, Special Forces, and a few others. And my claim to fame to this day is that the SAS have taught me how to drive a car really fast. They've taught me how to use that car to ram other cars and roadblocks out the way, and to do really swoopy J-turns. As you can imagine, it doesn't come in useful that often on the streets of Sussex, but one day, who knows, I might get to use it. So during my time on the unit, I debriefed released hostages on their return to the UK. I went into prisons at strange times of the day and night to covertly speak to prisoners who wanted immunity from prosecution or time off their sentence in exchange for intelligence. I travelled the world, I travelled abroad, I spent a lot of time in the United States, and then I moved to work in the office of Sir Mark Rowley as his staff officer. He was head of Specialist Operations as an assistant commissioner at the time, so the head of the whole of terrorism for the country. As strange as it sounds, I was there in 2017 when we had a whole raft of terrorist incidents in London and beyond. But it was a real privilege to be part of that team at that time. I saw things and heard things and took part in things that as a detective inspector you would never normally have part of. And it was a real insight into how senior leadership can work at the highest level. And it was a real privilege. And then from this office, I moved on to SO15 International Operations, which had a global remit. Again, I got to travel the world. And I finished my police career as the counter-terrorism police advisor to the FCDO in London. But at the same time, I also started to do a parallel job, which was as a counter-terrorism security coordinator, or a SECO. Our role was to look at big public events and look at it from a terrorist attack perspective and put mitigations in to stop those type of attacks taking place. So one of my proudest moments was being selected to do the security coordination for, whether you like him or not, President Trump's first visit to the United Kingdom in 2019. It was a massive operation, months in the planning, but a real privilege to have been part of that. But also deal with lots of other royal events. I did the Festival of Remembrance at the Albert Hall on 4 occasions, and as an ex-soldier, I was really proud of that. Other royal events, and I even did a pop concert. And if you ask my 2 boys what Dad did in the police, all they say is, oh, he did something to do with security, but he did a pop concert. They don't remember any of the royal events and stuff that I did outside of that. So a career in the police has a clear start and an end to it. And so in 2021, I joined the civil service, where I am now. So I am now the senior security advisor for the Department for Education. Part of my remit is to keep our Secretary of State for Education and our ministers safe when they're in our buildings or on school visits or at events, but also to make sure that our colleagues are safe while they're doing their best work that they can within the 12 buildings that we've got nationally. It's a demanding role. No one day is the same, but I'm surrounded by amazing people whose main thrust is ensuring that all young people get the best start in life, have the opportunity to thrive and achieve, and are provided with the skills for opportunity and growth. I take great pride in my unbroken career in public service, and I'm fortunate to have landed in the DfE, and I'm hoping, unless I do something wrong, to be there for a few years yet. So I told you earlier that from an early stage I knew what I wanted to do. But let me share a little secret with you. Not everyone has their path figured out so clearly, and not everyone knows what they want to do in life, and especially at your age, that's perfectly okay. Some of you, including my 2 sons, may still be unsure about what you want to do or where you want to go and what you want to achieve. You might be feeling a bit lost or overwhelmed, but trust me, you're not alone. Many successful people started their journeys without a clear destination in mind. What matters most is if you have a good start, both in and out of school. The skills, knowledge, and experience that you gain here will set you up for whatever path you choose in life. Whether you want to become a doctor, an artist, a musician, a carpenter, or even an ex-detective like me, the foundations you build now will support you throughout your whole life. So as you move forward in your academic and personal journeys, remember to set goals, work hard, stay resilient, but remember that sometimes things don't go to plan. Despite what planning you put into them, sometimes things go wrong. So don't forget to laugh at your mistakes. Always learn from them and keep pushing forward. Your achievements today are only the beginning of what you can accomplish. So I'll finish by saying congratulations once again to all the reward recipients. I'm sure you've made all your parents proud, all your teachers proud. And I've been proud to stand here and shake your hands and look you in the eyes and say congratulations. I'm sure I can't wait to see what happens in the future and what amazing things you're going to be up to, and I'm sure that's replicated by your parents and teachers as well. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Thank you. Cheers.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Lee, and that's a really good lesson, I think, from the student side of things. Make some goals. They do change. It's okay if they change. It's okay to make errors and mistakes. Things will happen, and we'll build from those. If we can just click onto the final slide, it does have one bit. Before we finish, I have got a couple of really big thank yous to make, and I can't quite see, yes I can see, Miss Ferrone and also Miss Gates and Miss Rushton, who are part of the team that put all of this together, and without them and all of the work behind, I wouldn't be able to stand there talking as I do with all of this information. So can we give, please, a massive round of applause to the team behind the scenes. And I'd just like to finish by thanking all of the students but also all of your parents and carers for all of the support that they give you, the support that they give the school. We all work together as one big team here, and it's so proud from our side of things to see you take those opportunities within our community. Thank you ever so much for coming. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler outside when we get there, but enjoy the rest of the evening, and well done to all of the students. Thank you very much. There is a photo opportunity if you would like to get one, students, with your awards and bits and pieces. And anybody that's got a trophy, come and get your keepsakes that will be up here.